Yeah, wrong mic setting.
It's all good. That happens to the best of us. So, talk to me. You mentioned that we want to work on the Fox matchup because Punish Game is a big thing, right?
A lot of things are a big thing.
Okay, but Punish Game is definitely a priority. Let me ask you something. How bad is your Uncle Punch situation? Any better, or is it like still basically bad?
It's still basically bad. I've just been I've been doing it the old-fashioned way. You know, I came up in 05. I'm just going to training mode, and you know.
Can you open Uncle Punch for me? And I want to see if like does it crash every time you press pause?
No, it's in certain modes. Yes.
Okay. What modes work though?
So
Here, share your screen. Like let's do it that way.
Go. I share my screen. Window. You got it?
Yep, I can see it.
Coach, I couldn't believe I got my first PR win. I popped off because you know what? Biggest win I've ever gotten. Saw some guy in the back go, "You can't pop off for a 10-2 matchup." For an 8. I was like, I don't even disagree, dude. I was happy.
So it says the stream you're viewing currently has reduced video or audio quality. This may be due to network conditions. Let me see something here. Because I can't. Yeah, I can't see your screen, but let me see if I can.
How about this? How about I'll do share screen and I'll just do the entire screen.
Sure. If we think that'll work. If it'll work, it'll work. Like if it works, it works. But it's still not. Yeah, it's still not coming through. What I wonder what's going on here because I feel like this is the only time. Like this is the only time we have this problem. Like I feel like this is. Yeah.
This Mac being silly.
Yeah. Let me see here. Video. This is loading. Does it say anything on your end?
It says, I mean, I see my stream, and I'm doing the whole screen now.
Yeah, but I'm
still not. It's not showing up.
Yeah, it doesn't show up for me.
Man.
What? Okay. There's gotta be a way to like. There's gotta be a way to fix. There's gotta be a way to solve this. Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna see if Google has anything on this real quick. In the meantime, tell me what modes like generally work.
So, the normal training lab works. For sure, out of shield does not work. Attack on shield. Combo training. Let me see if combo training works. Combo training crashes. It just crashed. Let me reopen it.
Okay. And do you have any gecko codes enabled? Do you have any gecko codes enabled in like outside of Uncle Punch, like the flash on L cancel?
No. I shouldn't. Is there a way that I can check this? I used to have some, but I don't know if they're.
Yeah. So if you go to Dolphin, and then just right click the Uncle Punch training mode game, just right click properties, and it'll have the there'll be a tab for gecko codes.
I have faster melee 20xx settings, required slippy EXI, normal lag reduction, polling drift fix plus VB, recommended apply delay to all in-game scenes.
You said faster melee?
Faster melee 20xx settings, yeah. That one's checked.
Okay. Do me a favor. Open Slippy, like the game, like the Slippy version of so if you go to Slippy, like Slippy launcher, and then launch the game, there should be a window that appears that
when I launch from Slippy, it opens Dolphin.
Okay. Is it
so
the
like
same?
I don't have it so that it launches Slippy from pressing play, because I found that so Mac had this thing where I was getting like a bunch of like panic handle pop-ups when I would do it that way, and I found that it runs without a problem if I just open it through faster melee Slippy 3.4.0. 4.2 that it opens that when I press play. So if I don't have Dolphin open, which I wish I could just share my screen, if I hit play, then Slippy opens and then I launch Melee from there.
Okay, let me share my screen.
Which is also where I launch Uncle Punch too. I don't know if that's I launch Uncle Punch through the faster Melee Slippy.
Okay, so here's what I would suggest. Go to settings here, and then try doing configure Dolphin, because it should bring up this thing, right?
Hold on, where did you go? You went to...
From here.
Yeah. Oh, settings, I see. Yeah.
And then from here, net play, configure Dolphin. And then what I would do is try to open Uncle Punch from here. So we'd hit open, and then just go to where it is.
When you go to net play, configure Dolphin, that option's configure Dolphin's grayed out.
You'll have it. Configure Dolphin is grayed out for you?
Yes.
Do you have the game running?
No. Close Dolphin, though. Close Dolphin. Okay, when I close Dolphin, yeah. Configure Dolphin.
Yeah, then try to launch Uncle Punch from there.
That's how I normally launch Uncle Punch.
Okay, got it. So that's... Oh, I see. So it probably has faster melee, because I remember faster melee being like an older version, but maybe it's like... Maybe that's the one they use because it's on Mac. Huh.
If I launch, yeah, I just did it, and so I get a thing that says warning, incomplete cleanup, regs. That's the error I get before it crashes. So I launch, like I said, Uncle Punch from Slippy Dolphin.
Okay, I see. Yeah, I'm not sure how to like address this one. Never mind.
Honestly, I don't know, and I've asked, and I'm really I've asked at my local, and they're like, oh yeah, this, and they're like, oh, you're on Mac, haha.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
In any case, if you can get it, so are you able to pause in the training lab, or does that also crash it? Okay.
I can pause in the training lab, yeah.
Can you toggle the CPU's percentage in the training lab? It would be under, so what it would be is, let me launch mine and you can like follow along you can see my screen, right? If I share? Okay, so I'll ask you to follow along with what I'm doing. Because if it crashes, then so be it, but this is like the idea that we're going. So we go here.
I can for sure pause though. Let me stream.
Okay. So if you're in training lab and we bring him here, so it would be here, and then we just put his percent to what we want.
CPU options, yeah.
Okay, so we could do this, right?
Yeah, I can put him to 40.
Cool. So then smash DI frequency, we turn that off. Like, this is still so far so good so far?
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Smash DI direction, random. GI trajectory, random.
And then, yeah, the frequency should be none. And then we write on the D-pad to save. And here, I'll turn input display on so you can see what I'm doing.
Hold on, so right on the D-pad.
To save this state.
Hold on. Wait. Wait, how did you do that? How do you save the state?
Right on the D-pad.
That didn't work.
Then we can do recording, save position for store positions.
Okay.
Okay, so we can get here, right?
Yeah, we can get there.
So then...
Hold on, wait. I can't... Hold on, wait. I can't do the... Where'd you get that menu? Hold on. How do you toggle those menus? I guess... Oh, just go back?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
go to... Then recording, you said?
Yeah, recording.
Save positions. Gotcha.
Yep. Okay. So then from here, this is a way that you can like practice this is what I would kind of use as a way to practice like combos on Fox, because it can, like, if we want to bring him back to the middle, we can, but it gives us a way that we can like practice like tech chases and such. You see what I mean? Like, yeah. So this is one.
I guess that other stuff is just like overhead settings I could turn on. Okay.
Now, if you want to like practice getting figuring out like a bit more about the limits of your combos, what I would suggest doing is turning his DI to inwards. So what'll happen is we go, like, when we restore, he's now going to be holding in when we hit him with stuff. So the idea here is, like, how can we kill him off, like, hits like this dash attack? See what I mean?
Yeah. And then just, like, practice doing those things.
Yes. And then at some point, what we want to do is, like here, let's do up throw dash attack. So it's like, how do we follow up on that? This is, like, the question that we want to answer. So if we get this kind of dash attack pop-up, which we definitely get sometimes, like, what are the things that we can do if he's holding in that, like, kill him? And how, what's the best way to go about doing that? I would say that this type of, like, practice is useful because it allows us to control the situation and know kind of, like, how far we can take a hit. Because them holding in is, like, that's, like, that works well for us from a combo perspective. Because you can see, like, we can almost combo, like, off these, like, we can almost combo off, like, this nair, right?
Yeah.
Which is, like, crazy. But, like, these are the types of things we want to know about. And then the other side of it is then we turn his DI to outwards. So, like, when he DIs away, like, what do we do with it? We have to take this tech chase, clearly. But, like, what's the best way for us to go about doing so? Right? Because then you can learn traps like that when they don't give us, like, the auto combo DI on our dash attack or whatever our setup is. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So it's like...
So yeah, practice, general, and then, kind of let's see how far we can take our hits, and then practice out DI, so to kind of work on those mix-ups, off tech, miss tech, all that stuff.
Exactly, because we can kind of see that, like, with the aerial I'm doing to cover, like, the roll in, like, to cover the no tech and tech in place, roll in is kind of awkward for us to cover it. So maybe we don't actually take that dash, maybe we don't take that aerial, but that means that we don't get as good of a finish near the edge because, like, it's harder to grab him and such.
Yeah.
So, like, this is part of, like, yeah, but, like, yeah, like, we learn what we're given, like, we learn how our coverage works and what are the different pros and cons of the different strats we can use, of the different setups we can use to, like, hit him off stage. This is good, especially on Fox and Falco. On other characters, like Sheik and Marth and such, it is still useful. You can obviously do this on different levels too. Like, if you're having trouble with platform-based follow-ups, I would say that, like, yeah, going to a platform level can be really useful. With her, the follow-ups are a little different if it's a high platform versus a low platform. So how we would so I would say, like, Battlefield or Yoshi Story are two levels that I would definitely use as, like, places to practice them. Because again, like, low platforms, like, she boards a low platform with stuff like this way sooner. So these kinds of follow-ups, like, happen way earlier on, say, like, a Yoshi Story platform or a Pokemon Stadium platform. But on a Battlefield or Dreamland platform, like, you'll notice, like, we don't even get there in time to, like, punish it, right?
Yeah. It's also the printing percent dependent.
Well, that's what I mean. The percents at which we'd go for them are completely different because of the platform height. So we have to, like, take that into consideration.
I would say, like, 60.
Yeah.
Like, even 40.
Yeah. So, like, at this percent, if he's just DIing randomly, like with this, and we'll, create our save state and restore positions, like, what do we follow up with? Well, this is a way that we can test that.
I mean, even that's tight, but yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah, so it's like, what? Because, like, this is really, like, how, like, this is how we get good with, like, our follow-ups. We just do them.
And see, like, that's a moment where I'll just back throw,
Mm-hmm.
which I know I'm trying to, like, not to do that as much.
And you'll notice, like, he DIs off the platform. Like, he doesn't have to actually land on it. So, like, you can also get awareness of things like that, right?
I do have a question here.
Mm-hmm.
So he's at 60. Let's say I get that up throw, right? And Fox wants to tech on the right side of the platform.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we can make him do
That's
that.
obviously no. I know it's not to, like, the follow up. It's more of, like, a question about the situation, where, like, is up throw the right play there at that kind of mid percent? or do I send him off stage?
I would say I would always up throw him here.
Always up throw here, and then just like take the combo and take the percent, because like it's unlikely that I'll get the edge guard at 60 against a character that's hard to edge guard.
Why are we saying that our combo isn't going to put him off stage?
Well, you're right. I guess I'm just asking for like the level of play that I'm at, where I'm just like, I don't know if I can combo him to get off the stage. I guess like even the simpler, you can kind of go for reverse hit nair, but even then, that's like.
Well, like I would say that like here, like let's have him just like DI away bunch. So now he's just like, oh, did I mess up the tech? No, he's still doing random. So like, yeah, like he's holding away on these, but like, I don't know, I think I could get him. Maybe not at this percent, but like, you see what I mean? Like, it's not impossible for us to follow up on that, and we can also just nair him if we want to. Like,
you can do a weak bear.
Yeah. Like, either way, like, I think we can, like, agree that there's, like, obviously follow-ups that we have available here. Some of them are, like, cheekier than others, but, yeah, we got stuff. We could also, like, still, like, we could also consider that double jump land stuff. I'm not good at it, because, again, like, I haven't played her in a while, but... Yeah, I feel like, even just something like that isn't bad. We don't also have to hit him
at this point, that's what I would do, yeah.
We don't have to hit, like, that side of him either. Like, we could hit him with, like, you see how I hit the other side of him with my up air? Okay. So then I, like, reversed hit it, and then, like, now I have, like, a DI trap. Like, that, I would say that, like, comboing Fox is almost always, comboing Fox or hitting him off stage so that you can edge guard him is, like, the #1 way you beat him. Peach is better at the comboing part, generally speaking. Her edge guarding isn't quite as good as some of the other characters, but she puts on damage in a hurry, and she has, like, pretty powerful moves like, broadly. Like, not the most powerful moves, but her moves are generally, like, fairly above average in strength. Yeah, use that. Like, just hit hard. Hit hard. Okay. Put big number good. Big number good.
Big number good.
Yeah. I would say that that's something I would put focus into, like when working independently. Training lab is good. Like, I know it takes a little more setup than combo training, but I cannot emphasize this enough. Training lab is really, really, really helpful because it gives you a lot of control over, like, DIs. Like, I don't know if you saw it, but there was, like, custom DI where I basically told him which way I wanted him to go.
Yeah.
So, like, that can be really helpful, too, if there's, like, specific sequences that you're struggling with, which comes up with her, because a lot of times it's, like, we throw them, they DI away, and then they do something, and we have to, like, potentially tech chase them, right? Like, do a tech chase in, the middle where they're, like, their roll away gets eaten gets cut off by a surface, so we kind of, like, have to stand between that and, like, their roll inward. Like, you know the kind of spot that I'm talking about, right?
Not when they tech them. Yes, I actually.
Yeah, so like it's kind of like they've gone into a spot where like we've gotten in the middle of their tech roll forward basically, and their tech roll away is cut off by the edge of a surface, and in that kind of spot that can be very difficult to recreate, with with standard with the DI tools that are in the default DI tools. Custom DI can be really handy for that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
So with that in mind, I'm not sure where to go from here, because that's all like kind of work that you do on your own.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on today? How do you foresee the rest of this being productive?
So, I for sure want to focus on Fox. I don't know if you think. I thought we could watch some of my games. I had like a couple days ago. I played a Fox for a while, so I have some games from that session.
Yeah, do you have any tournament? Do you have any games tournament matches?
No, none of it was streamed.
Dang it!
I'm never on stream. I would have loved it.
You got fourth. That'll change. Like, you get fourth again.
I know. I think I could do it. And the Fox I lost to, I've played close sets with, and I think that I could beat him. I've lost to him like I think the last 3 times in tournament too. So, I just want to... That's a matchup that neutral's hard, I think. Or Hop Nair is hard to beat. even, and I know like the things to do to beat it, but sometimes it just comes out fast. Running shine is hard. Running up smash is hard. Just like he's a hard. Fox McCloud is he's really good.
Do you have any friend? Do you have any like? Do you have any friends or like anyone who would like be potentially available for games right now? Because I feel like if we could watch, if there was a way to like watch a bit, and then try to like coach you through the matchup, like with the implementations, I think that could be valuable. But if it's not in the cards, it's not in the cards. Like I get it, but
I don't think I have anybody. I could probably try to set something up for another session ahead of time, asking like somebody at my local, like, hey, would you be available like one of these Monday afternoons to play me while I get coached?
Yeah, let's try to do that next time. But then if assuming that Fox is still, well, actually no, let's try to do that for next time because there's no such thing as being too prepared for the Fox matchup.
Coach, honestly, that's my thinking. I'm like, if I want to get good at this game, like I need to be good against Fox. Like that's like my number one priority right now. That has to be, for me, I feel like that should be a comfort matchup for me. At the very least, like, I need to know what I'm doing and feel confident in it. Because it's a character that is the most common. He's the best character, and and she has things against him. So I want to get comfortable at that matchup.
God, I remember when I was, like, playing at top level, and, like, Fox was about 30% of the field, I think, and now I come back and it's like he's now 44% of the field. And I'm just like, okay, yeah, no, this is the projection stood. Like this is what we all kind of counted on. Yeah. So this.
I don't play in a weird region where it's like like Pittsburgh or something, like where it's like for NBA,
where it's a bunch of Luigis and Samuses or something.
Yeah, exactly. It's like all Spaceys and a couple Sheiks.
Yeah, you play in a good region. No, okay. But no, like send me you said you have some games. Send them through. Let's take a look at this.
Okay, I put it in my notes app.
Pog.
Now I'm just like writing when I play like a session. I was like, okay, I'm gonna save that in case, because edge guarding Fox was a problem. Not from because we worked on edge guarding him from below. When kind of edge guards from the side and above, that's been kind of a thing. So hold on, 10.
Mm-hmm. Have you seen like the 1 million like Armada Peach edge guards or whatever it is?
Yes, I have.
Okay. It's like I know that not all of it works as well as it used to, but like it's still a good resource if you're having trouble like imagining how you edge guard a particular recovery. It's not a bad thing to refer to just get some like basic ideas about like how you could go about it. Because I know that like high recoveries are tough for her in general, but like the way that Adam set himself up to be able to like reach people with back airs and stuff, it's still like extremely impressive. So not a bad thing to look at.
Let's take a look at the stadium game. How do I do the
drag and drop?
Just click it. Hold on, wait. Do I not select it? Drag and drop. Here we go.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. Let's take a look-see.
I have like a lot this session, so like we can look at other stages or whatever. My box out of my lap.
Sounds good. Yeah, like I think that looking at Pokemon Stadium makes a ton of sense though, because like this is like
that's the hardest level I think for me in that matchup. I actually think that, and I wanted to kind of talk to you about potentially banning Stadium over Yoshi's.
Okay, so one thing I want to point out right away: you hit this up air, and you went for down air on your next play. What I would say here is, I get the instinct to like not move into him. But this is something we're going to have to let go of. This is like, why? Let me ask you, why are we doing this down here? Like the one that comes up here. Are you worried about him like counter hitting you or something?
Let me watch like the whole thing. Yeah, I'm worried about him jumping it. Like he's going to like jump up and bear or something. And like I'm just trying to catch the jump. Okay.
I get it. We have to go faster here. We have to just like fall into him in air or like float fair. This has to be a move that's more impactful. Like whatever you.
Okay, so.
Yep.
No, go.
No. What were you gonna ask?
No, yeah, I was gonna agree. I was gonna say, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So like, so the two that make the most sense. The reason for this, and like this one I'm just gonna be kind of direct on because I don't think there's like a whole lot to dig into here. The reason you need to be direct here with like this like impactful with your follow up, I think that it's either we nair like this into him, like just fall like, and I mean fast fall. Like we do not give him time to like do anything. And we go aggressive because the thing is he's at 14. This putting him to 28% here is really valuable because it just allows us to then
He's on combo.
Right, we can start like looking for dash attack, and it does something. We can look for up air again and it does something. Like all of our like our back air is good, nair is good, like everything's good from that point on. So like we're happy. We're super stoked. The other move that makes sense to me here, which we'll do in this like lavender, is to remain here in float, as you did. Like you basically go here, and then you wind up your fair. You wind up your fair while drifting away from him like this, and then you pull away like so, and fall onto him and kind of like fall onto him. It's not quite this far back, but it's more like here. So the idea here is that you're like smacking him right on his dumb fox head. As you're coming down on with a float cancel, basically. You just float, like you float back to like pull out of the way of his nair, and then you just fair and come down. So if he jumps up, you get him. If he swings and up smashes, some timings you trade, but generally you get him. Yeah, it's a safe. It's more, the advantage to it is that you're hitting him with fair, which knocks him over at this percent. He goes to 29, and you might be able to work with the tech chase. It's also a little bit safer in some ways, but I actually like the nair more because it is less safe. Because by landing here, he is encouraged to like fight you and try to like CC like down tilt or CC like whatever on you, but you're at 3. We want him to do stupid like CC moves on us. So we're building, this one is more toward like the fair, like the two moves here I think that we have that we want to be keeping in mind generally are fair, like float fair or nair. Or like go into him with nair, like nair at him. Does that make sense, or does this like?
No, yeah, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, because we're both like in either case, we're basically like advancing towards like a way that we can like take this stock or like pull ahead with our game plan. The down air just doesn't really accomplish that. It does protect our space technically, but it also doesn't really like, even if we get it, it doesn't really move us in the direction that we need to take this game and like in order for us to win it. Nice. Okay, we needed to hit the sweet spot on that. I think we got the sour hit. Yeah, we had to hit like the tip, her like toes on the up air. So what I mean by that is the up air has to be coming out already here so that we get like the strong hit and pop him up. That's like that's a small thing. That's not why we would lose this game generally, but like, yeah, just
I gotta get those. I mean, that's a juicy hit at 50. You know.
Yeah, like we're hitting Fox at like 38, and we're not getting anything from our hit. Like, so this is, and funnily, you actually get. So this is a percents thing. So you see how he's at like 76, but we then we get him with the tipped up air, like the strong hit. This is where we wanted the, like we have them backwards.
Yeah, we wanted the, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did I just nair there?
At what point? Like here?
Like here, yeah. Like try to get reverse hit nair.
I
guess he's still at 76. I guess weak back air probably too.
I like weak back air forward. Like
that's something I gotta practice. I don't get the weak back air.
Yeah.
So I gotta work on that.
So how do you think you would have to do the weak back air here?
So probably jump, and then as soon as I can start, yeah, like here, or throwing out the back air.
Yeah, exactly. So the way you want to move with it, like if we imagine how Peach is gonna like go up in her jump, I would say that like the trick here is that you don't want to move too far forward. You're kind of like making like this motion with your jump. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we're keeping like her back air is here. So we're keeping it away from him, because if we go up like this, it's going to hit him like immediately here.
It's a strong hit, yeah.
but we want it to be like, we want it to hit up like around here. So by pulling it like away from, by like going away and moving into him, we're more equipped to do that. Yeah.
It's like a juicy hit. Yeah, you could weak back air into weak nair into strong nair.
Yeah, if he gives us that, or we could also like we could also weak back air into like maybe like into strong nair, depending on where, like if we think he'll hold away after, we could weak back air into like maybe like, I don't know. There's like a lot of things you can do with this hit, honestly. Like, might be able to dash attack him, might be able to up air him. Like, there's a lot here, but like this is probably weak back. This is probably weak back air or up air. Weak bear like this, and then the other path that makes some amount of sense is the one that you did, but like your jump is more like this. Yeah.
So for the weak up air, I hit it later or earlier?
Her up air doesn't quite work like that. I'll show you what I mean. Yeah. Okay. So like here, this is fight core. Let's go to her up air. So her up air is here, and it's out from 7 to 11. So let's just play. So where we're trying to hit is, I think, this green part. Yeah. So it's more about like hitting around like this side of her, kind of. So how
not with her foot, but with her body, with her lower leg body.
Yeah, like we want her somewhere in the. We want to hit. Yeah. Like the red will take priority over the green, so we want to hit anywhere in this half moon. Or this crescent moon, rather. So with how this would look with where he is, we probably want to hit him. Like we want Peach here, basically. You'll see what I mean. Like we want Peach kind of aligned like this.
Oh, so we're hitting him. I get you.
Yeah, because like her up air hitbox is kind of like this, and then with the moon, how the moon shape is exactly. You see how this works, right?
I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
I get it.
So, and I guess this would be weak up air.
What is a weak up air? Coach, I gotta be honest with you, I didn't know there was a weak up air.
It's really useful. But yeah, like it's hard. Like it's skill intensive, but yeah, no, it's weak up air is nasty. Weak up air is so good. Because he would only go like he'd only go about 2/3 that distance on it. So like that, yeah, you can.
I fuck those edge guards up so much, and I'm like, I feel like I leave a lot on the table.
Let me see.
But
here.
like, you know, like think situations like sometimes like that where I'm like, race. I guess I shouldn't have pulled the turnip. Is the answer?
I think so. I think it's how you threw it, actually. Funnily enough. So let's go to the start of this. So you have the turnip here. So you have this. I think you have to double jump. I think you have to double jump forward to get more speed. Yeah, possibly. Because I think... Yeah,
so if I get the hit on the turnip, I can go in fair or nair or whatever.
Mm-hmm. And I think the reason you don't double jump is because, like, if you double jump this, like, if you double jump this to go forward more and, like, get him, then because, like, what the idea that I have here is that we want to, like, it's so close, right? Like, it's just, like, you just need it to be, like, a little bit further. And
that's crazy.
And then then you go for nair here. Okay, cool. So one thing I want to point out is that, oh, he doesn't actually stop moving during that. That's, wow, Fox is broken. So yeah, so if the turnip isn't going to work, then I would say that you have to just back off here. Like, you shouldn't
back off fair to cover a ledge hop option or something.
Yeah, so like here's what I would do differently. So after you hit this, like after you throw the turnip, I wouldn't commit to your float until you see the turnip hit.
Okay.
Because like the problem here is you like go all the way forward, but you don't even know if this is actually connected yet. When it hits him, there's going to be hit lag, and there's also going to be the sound of it hitting him. So you have like a lot of cues that indicate that you keep going. But even if you hit this turnip, he doesn't get comboed by this nair necessarily if he DIs away. So you committing your jump and your float to this height still locks you out of some recoveries. So this is why it's important to like not overextend by floating immediately until you know where you have to float. And the way that you know where you have to float is that the turnip connected. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I often feel like I commit to float, and then when I do that, the spacey gets around me.
Exactly. So we have to wait on when we go for the float, and our double jump somewhat. But on that one, I think we had to use it to like get the extra speed forward. That was good. I like that.
I have a question about that down throw.
Which one?
So I grab him here.
Yeah.
Should I have? I know that it worked out.
Yeah, you could have just up thrown him.
Just up throw.
Well, because like here, if he goes over here,
there.
if he goes over here, you re-grab him, and then he's just like you get free damage, and then you get to up throw him again. If he goes behind you, then you just nair him over here. Yeah.
Okay.
Up throw, like, and if he goes directly above you, because it's on Pokemon Stadium, you can just up smash him and kill him. So
that's me not wanting a back throw. That's me just being like grabbing. Oh no, I'm not gonna back throw. So okay, that makes sense.
Honestly, if that's the case, you pick the second best throw. So it's still a massive improvement. It worked out because you did not back throw.
Re-grab and yeah.
Exactly. And so what I want to stress here is like up throw is the best throw here because of like a few factors. By you being here facing this way, what Fox has available to him is he can go here. He can go here. And then he comes out a little bit further in front. Oh, because of how she's aligned. Okay, got it. So it's actually the same trajectory. Yep, cool, that makes sense. So this one, so how the follow-ups work are grab, up smash.
Up smash.
Yeah, because he's going to be at 110 or like 112 on Pokemon Stadium. So you just kill him.
So no DI up smash.
At this percent, yeah.
No charge.
If you don't believe me, we can like quickly.
I've never seen that.
Just like Peach. Actually, we'll just do it like this. So up throw on Pokemon here. ID 10, cool. So then we're saying he's at combo snapping. We'll say he's at 102, and this does. But we'll need to scale it up because it doesn't take into consideration the multi-hit. Cool. So let's say he does this, because this is what we're saying happens, and then we'll add a hit to this. And I'm pretty sure this will kill him, but we'll find out. It'll be close. It'll definitely be close, if nothing else. Yeah. I mean, like, he can DI it. Maybe he survives if he DIs. Nope.
Good to know. I'll try that.
Yeah, it's really good. Like, it's so
good. And it helps on FD too, because it's hard to end the combo on FD.
Oh yeah, like it's super good on this kind of level. Because like like the thing about up smash is that like her up smash is difficult to hit, but like if you can just like get him at the top of it, it probably wouldn't be quite that high. It'd probably be on like around here. So you might have to like pummel him or charge or something a little bit, like. But yeah, it kills off the top at a fairly reasonable time frame.
Okay.
And it's available on, like, if he goes, like, anywhere within about, like, this area, you can do it. Like, any of these kinds of, like, trajectories, you can get it. The ones where you can't are, like, over here and over here. Now, this one, you can usually get up air or nair. So, like, over here is where I would put nair. No, this is where I'd put nair. And then because it's really hard to get you can technically, if you're perfect, get nair over here, but it's impossibly difficult. Like, it's TAS. So I would just say re-grab him or do the weak dash attack stuff. Like the Wally. I'm just gonna call it the Wally.
Yeah, the Wally.
Yeah.
I've read something. I think it was Toph that said it, and he's like, the way that we name our things now is so different, because before we used to call things the gentleman or, wobbling, and now we call things, gallant. You know what I mean? Like, the way we name things in the community has really changed, and I miss when we used to call things by people's names.
You know what? I'm so bitter that they didn't call the dynasty combo after me. They call it after like a rapper I don't listen to, and I'm just like, God dang it! You couldn't even pick like an artist I listen to. Like, really? Like.
That's so funny.
Okay, so let's talk about this punish. So, I
like that.
That was beautiful. I actually think that the up air here is good. What I'm wondering is why do we move forward on? Like, why do we move
Am I just
first?
low?
Yeah, like he's right above you. Why don't we just go right away?
Yeah.
Do you actually? Here's a question. What do you think is better at what? Like, what are you doing with your next hit? Like, are you trying to like? Are you just trying? Like, are you trying to hit him off stage? Or are you trying to do like max damage? Like, what's the plan here?
I'm trying to get damage.
Okay.
At this point. Yeah, at the middle of the stage at this percent, I'm trying to. That's why I go for the up air, to kind of get him again, and then at that point, after that second up air, depending on DI, I probably nair.
Okay, got it. And that's why you're trying to go for like this low float up air, because you want to you want to do one more. You want to rack damage on him a little bit further. So this is where I would say that like multitasking knowing that you can multitask here is actually pretty useful, because I don't think you have to. Like, with how you hit this, I think...
Is that the weak hit also, by the way?
Yep.
Okay.
So,
I see it now, because I hit her in, like, I hit him in, like, her groin area.
Exactly. So I would say here, what do you think about full hop rising up? Full hop immediate rising up air?
Did I get that?
Pretty sure.
I guess yeah, probably.
Because what I want to do is, remember, her up air is slanted forward, so what I want to do is I want to jump up like this and then hold forward. So
I guess my worry is like after I get that up air, the double jump is slow and I might not get him for the next hit in time.
Okay, I see. So what I'm thinking here is we bring him up, and then because we full hopped, we can then land on the platform. And then jump from here, so we don't have to double jump. So I'm bringing him forward like this. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So one thing about her in general is you want to view these platforms, like when you're doing your combos like this, these platforms are really useful as ways of like controlling these platforms are really helpful for controlling how you send someone. They give you places where you can land while you're like doing the vertical part of your combo. Or even if you were just like full hop nairing him forward, like being able to land on this platform if he holds in, like a lot of times you can get double nair, like you can get nair into nair here. I'm not sure I'd do it at 57, like maybe if he was at like 65, 70, maybe I'd probably be more inclined to do it around then. But you see what you can see what I mean, like by full hopping in place and then drifting forward, we can land here and then follow up efficiently from this position. Without having to like, because one thing that happens a lot with float cancels is that we do them down here, the opponent goes over here, and then we have to like run all the way over and then jump to get to them. But like if we could just have our jump motion put us here, like if we can move more with our jump, that tends to work well for her because she's fast. She's really fast in the air. Like her air mobility is actually quite high. All of her speed problems are when she's on the ground. So we want to try to like work with like her good drift as much as we possibly can. As it stands, you had a really good backup plan for that situation. So this is still good. On this one, it's just like, you just have to like turn around grab on the next one, right?
Look on the side DI. Oh, because I dash grab.
Yeah. So, like, he's just too low, right? Like, he's just able to jump that, basically. So, that's just like a make sure you turn around grab and not dash grab. Holding a direction at the end, like, before your throw the throw finishes, that's how you can do that. On box, I guess that would mean you just have to hold the directional button before, like, with enough of a window so that you don't dash.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a modifier to walk, too.
Okay, that would do it, I think.
I'd have to practice because I never use that, so I'd have to like I could probably just tell Uncle Punch slide DI behind me and just work on that.
Yeah, or custom DI because you can just have something like that. Totally. In terms of like what happens after though, like how do we get him off stage somehow? Okay, so we do this. Okay, this turnip is not one this is a bad turnip.
Agreed.
So, like, what should we be doing instead?
I don't hate me pulling the turnip, but I don't think throwing it when Fox was so close to ledge was the correct thing to do.
I don't like the turnip because I think if we just run over, if we run all the way at him, I think we might be able to dash it. Like, we might be able to dash attack.
I don't think I would have got. I don't feel like I would have gotten him, but I can see the optimism.
Well, even if we can't get him, like, let's say we keep going and we can't actually get there, we can still position our, like, if we don't get the dash attack, it's basically, okay, so if he had bees here, we definitely get him with it. But even if he doesn't, it's because, so that means that if we don't get the dash attack, it's because he's dropped below the stage, right?
Yeah.
So then we just don't dash attack when we see him fall past the when we see him fall past this, and then we just set up, we go for down air.
Yeah.
So we're forcing him basically to have to, like, we're just in a more aggressive position because we're here when he's recovering here or here.
Yeah.
Whereas the turnip doesn't allow us to do that. I would say if you're finishing a combo with a weak hit, you usually don't have enough time, like a weak nair or bear. You generally do not have enough time to pull a turnip unless you're already in the edge guard and you're like forcing the low recoveries where you know they have to be. Like, if you're just hitting him off the stage the first time, weak hit is usually not long enough. There, it worked out, but he's at like 108. So weak hit generally not enough time if you're... It's really more from the stage position, actually, now that I think about it. It's because you're hitting him in center stage.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you're already at the edge, then you don't have as much travel time. Okay, that makes sense. Got it. So we want to be more selective about when we're pulling turnips, I think, for edge guards.
I get killed a lot in that situation too, when like on invincibility, like annoying. I know it was bad for me to go toward the middle.
Yeah, like why are we leaving the platform?
Yeah, I should just like light shield or something.
Yeah, like light shield facing this way. Like, what the hell does he do?
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
You have the answers. Like, you have so many of them. What do you think stops you from doing? What do you think stops you from doing that though?
I used to do it a lot when I played Fox. I don't know why I don't do it with Beats. I just literally, it might be a box thing too. Like I literally between stocks, I would just get on plat and light shield.
Yeah, so like here.
So annoying.
So like, no, this is good. This is good. This is actually, you're actually fighting him pretty well here. So like the up airs are great. I love this. No, I love that you go here. The problem is you drift into him.
You gotta drift away to the plat.
No, you just stay outside of his back here. Yeah. It's like the only thing that matters here is that you just keep away from his back here. So like with you drifting here, all you would do is you just go over here. You just get a little bit further out of the way, because then when he misses this back here, then you just like fall on him and counterattack him. It's exactly, you know, the Falco positioning that we talked about?
Yeah, same thing.
It's exactly the same thing. That's gonna kill. Oh my god. This is almost exactly like, okay. So you see how he like comes up with this full hop double jump thing? Like, you stayed outside of his like V. Like every character has kind of like a V when they go up to like hit you, and you stayed outside it. So then you just get this free nair. The only thing I would comment about that nair is that like I think we might have been able to follow up on it. Did we get the fast fall? Oh, we did. Okay, never mind.
I might have missed an L cancel too.
No, you got it. You got it. Like you actually got. He just DI'd away. Like he knew to DI away because yeah. But if he doesn't DI away, you can follow up on that. But yeah, he was good. That was good by him.
I played this guy for like an hour and I don't think I won a game.
Yeah, he looks pretty good. No. Okay.
No, I know what I got to do there.
What's the play?
Up air.
Mm-hmm.
Now float and then there.
That works.
I could platform land and then dash attack or jump or I don't know. I'd probably always nair there.
I mean, like, okay, so the correct answer is like So, like, there's a lot of things that work here, honestly. So you could, like, float here to, like, land at the edge of the platform and then try, or float here. Where you are is good, actually. And you could try to, like, weak air. Or, like, sorry, not weak air. Weak up air. And land back on the platform afterwards. So he goes about here if he holds in. And then you can then, like, soft back air into, like, nair. That's pretty good. You could also, like, go for nair. Float nair, like, a little bit further back. Land on the platform and then immediately, like, go for, like, full forward with, like, hyperfloat. And try to, like, catch the DI. And then try to, like, punish him, like, follow up with fair or something. That's also pretty good. You could, like... Yeah, you got, like, a million things here. Tons of things work. You could also even re-grab him and down throw him to, like, put him back on the platform and just keep doing, like, and do, like, tech chases. I don't like that one as much, but yeah, you have a lot of things that, like, work there. Oh, you have to be, like, confidence. Because, like, look at this hit. We get this, and we don't bite. Like, you've already dashed forward. Hit him! Like, dash attack. Go. And you still get the follow-up. No! No! Okay. So what happens here? So we get this...
Coach, I don't know if... At how many... I think this is, like, good. Like, so many times, like, that mid-recovery, I don't get. And I think it's because I'm doing that jump turnip throw that just doesn't get there.
You have to nair here.
No, but what I'm saying is that, like, have you noticed that, like, every time we've talked about, like, Fox off stage, it's that same position. It's that, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but we're, like, this turnip pull, we're so far away, like, we need to be just advancing here.
Don't even bother pulling that one. I think I'm just, like, pulling a turnip when I shouldn't.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Like, so here, let me ask you. So, like, when we throw him here, if we're, like, dashing forward instead afterwards, like, what do you think, like, how do you think the dynamic of the situation changes?
I'm dashing forward?
Yeah, like, if you go, like, at this point, instead of crouching, like, we start moving forward. So, like, when he's out of stun here, we're, like, around here. Like, this seems better, right?
Yeah, I'd be ready for the double jump, because then if he up Bs from there, I'm ready and I can go fair. And if he double jumps, I can react.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you're basically able to, like, be here. You can you can be on the ground or in the air, whatever you need. Probably on the ground in this one, because, like, when he double jumps like this, we probably want to jump as well. We don't want to let... Well, no, you probably do want to... I don't know. I don't know how you do it exactly, but I know you want to be closer. Because, like, when he double jumps up, that's probably when you, like, full hop nair or, like, up air him or something to, like, nair him after. Like, something... Like, you have the option to, like, move over here, basically, from here. And if he goes over, like, if he doesn't jump this high, like, if he jumps around here, you can still jump up and then, like, go into float and then nair. Or just jump up with nair. Yeah. Yeah, this makes sense. And then if he up Bs, then you're close, and you can potentially just, like, jump out and hit him. So it's just, yeah, we just can't pull the turnip there. What's a way that we can formalize that? Because I think that we need a better rule. So
and that's what I've been trying to think, because, like, I find myself in that situation against Foxes a lot, and I'm like, I just need to figure something out.
Yeah, because even if we, like... The problem here is that we have Fox being actionable too soon. Like, it's probably around... Does he actually jump frame perfectly? Okay, cool. So the thing is, this turnip is actually not... Okay. No, I got it. So let me...
Minus. In a funny way.
Yeah, so here's my thinking. You still are in the last couple frames of turnip pull, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if he wanted to, he can illusion here, and when we're not done pulling the turnip. So it's if they can be in their special while they're like like in a way this kind of actually matches. It's not exactly, but it kind of lines up with the turnip pull rule that we already had. Where it's like, if they're in special, or I guess in this case, if they can be in a recovery special, while we're still pulling the turnip, then it's too late. Like, you see what I mean? So like this doesn't work because he could, he can illusion.
And he gave me a freebie by double jumping into the ledge because really that's the probably safer.
Yeah, this is the right recovery. So he made his life harder than it had to be. But like the crux of this situation is that where he is right now, he can just go from here to here, and there's nothing we can do about it because we're still pulling the veggie.
And that's why that forward throw is also bad. I should have up throw.
Yeah, because we can combo him harder. Like he was at 73. We can still like up throw. Like I hate using this like form of analysis, but like up throw nair does 24. Like it's. So he would, instead of putting him...
No, and the platforms there, it kind of goes back to the other interaction that we talked about, that, like, the up throw just makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, I would say that this good, this bad, and we kind of understand why, but, like, the real optimization here is, like, up throw.
Yeah. It all goes back to my throw decisions.
But the thing I want to point out, though, because we took the second best throw that we can take in that position, we still had, like, a decent position to work with. Like, because even if you go here and he illusions to grab the edge, you're still in a he's still in a pretty precarious position. It's really hard to do, like, ledge dashes from that illusion out of a hit and meet, like, perfectly. So a lot of times there's a bit of a mini game here where you can potentially, like, cover his, like, double jump refresh with, like, a down air if you think he'll go for it. He's not out of danger here. So you still have ways of, like, dealing with him in this, even if he does even if he, like, whereas you don't have that if you back throw him. So you're good, like, going for forward throw there is still good. This was weak nair, strong nair. Now you might be wondering why it's weak nair, strong nair here. It's partly because the platform catches him. Like, this platform catches him if he DIs away on the weak nair. So you can just tech chase the strong nair on the platform.
Interesting. Okay.
So you see how it works. Like, if he holds in, you just get both of them. If he holds out, then you still get both of them. Actually, let me make that a diagram, because that's a useful one. Because this was a really clean punish. Like, this here, like, beautiful. So, like, here. And the big thing to be aware of is that there's a platform over here.
And coach, these are the things I talk about that, like, I think these optimizations are, like, the difference. Like, literally, that's the difference in this game between me winning and losing. And there's been a few of those moments, but, like, that just changes, I mean, that's a tournament set. You know what I mean? Like, that's the difference between me winning, clutching out a game, and not. Like, kind of getting... That's a juicy dash attack at that percent to get on Stadium where there's no top plat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like, and I agree with you, because, like, the fact that his DI options are go here and go here and die, like, differently is, like, phenomenal for us. Like, we want more of this. But, like, it's hard to identify it. It's hard to identify that in the heat of the moment, but yeah, like, this was a game-winning opening. Like, this was absolutely a game-winning opening, because, like, if he goes up here, we take the strong nair. If he goes down here, the platform catches him. Because, like,
I think if you gave me, like, a fictional, like, what move do you want here, I would have said dash attack at that percent. You know what I mean? Like, I literally got the neutral opening that I would have dreamed of. Couldn't convert.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, like, you took the... So, to be clear, you took, like, the probably... Not the... Like, the nair is probably still the second best thing you can... Like, the strong nair is probably still close to the like, in the top, like, 3 or 4 things you can do with this opening. But the big thing here is, like, the plat catches DI away. On this, which, DI away. So you get, like... So weak nair to strong nair. Because that's, like, really, like, this, like, the way you set this up was actually very good. It's just we needed to, like the setup, the way you jump, all of it's perfect. It's just we didn't, like, take we didn't take quite the best hit. On this one, so let's actually talk about this angle.
Bad turnip pull.
Bad turnip pull, yes, but, like, so he bounces above you, and then you like, what do you think you do here?
I know I was just mashing C-stick down.
Yeah, or you grab him.
But yeah, I'm saying that what I was doing was mashing C-stick down.
No, you're down. You are not.
What was I thinking? Oh, what's going on? That's float out of shield.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I won. I didn't even know I won.
Yeah. I thought that all things considered, you played that last stock pretty well. There are some minor optimizations, and I think you panicked a little bit near the end. But all in all, this looked good. What I would advise... Let me see here.
I don't know what I was thinking with that there.
Yeah, so like, what do you think happens in these moments, like in these, like at the end here? Like, you get this nair, so like instead of this
Can you rewind how I get that dash attack? Did I?
Yeah.
So.
So it's over here.
Down. Dash back. Smash, dash back, punish the nair in place. Okay.
It's the drill, yeah. Like he goes for like he's trying to like catch you for like moving into him. So he goes like
nair ass knee.
Mm-hmm. So then here, why do you think you pull the turnip?
I'm just programmed to do it. I'm not thinking. I'm just pulling a turnip because I hit Fox off stage. There's nothing.
Okay.
More than that.
So this is a different type of situation where it doesn't work to pull the turnip, but it's like, actually, no, because you're gonna be done before he's out of stun. The problem here is though that he can just fall to the edge. Actually, no, he is out of out of. No, I'm wrong. Yeah, you're still in turnip lag while he's getting out of this, so this is just not good. With that in mind,
which I think that. Something I need to do is when I'm hitting Fox or Falco off the middle of the stage, it's just no time for me to run and pull a turnip. And I just need to keep that in my head that at that point, I just need to go to ledge. I just need to get the contest. I cannot get a vegetable because it's just, there's not enough time to do both. I don't run like Falcon.
Full forward. Yeah. Like, this has to just be like everything this way. Like, go.
Hold 6.
Yeah, hold 6. Because, like, yeah, we don't have enough time. You're right. Like, really, there's no, like, honestly, that's probably...
Yeah.
There's more exceptions to that. As we keep working on this, like, there's more exceptions to the rule than there are, like, things that conform to it. So it's just, like, yeah, we should just be holding... Like, hold W.
I think if it's Dreamland and it's, like, at 130, that's different. But obviously, like,
Yeah. Just hold W. It's fine.
Yeah.
What? Nothing will go wrong. No one has ever lost for that. But I think that we have a lot of good takeaways here. Like, I think that like there's a lot. It's a lot of micro things, but I think yeah. So what are some things that you learned today that you think that will help you going forward?
Turnip pull. Safe. I don't want to say safe turnip pulls, but smart turnip pulls. Weak aerial hitboxes.
Yeah, full forward on when we hit Fox off stage from the middle.
Full forward off the middle. Some weak hit combo extenders. How to use platforms in punish game.
Mm-hmm.
I think kind of an emphasis on grab extensions, not grab enders. That makes sense. Like at those kind of mid-high percents, like go for the damage, not the don't try to shortcut your way.
Mm-hmm.
I think those are the big ones.
Yeah, so I would say 110-ish. I'm just making a few notes to clean that up, and then I think, let me tell you what you think of these. So full forward when we hit him off stage from the middle. Weak hit, up air, nair, bear for combo extensions, especially in the 50 to 80% range. Up throw is so good. Like, it is so good. And then up throw, up smash, vertical KO at 110-ish on FD/PS. On FD/PS. Because I think this will help you quite a bit. Oh, and platforms can catch DI away on weak hits weak hit nair slash bear in a lot of mid to high percent combo positions.
I'm just gonna grind those weak hit nair and bear because I don't do them, and I'm just gotta practice them. So I think that's what I'm gonna do for the next few days. Is grind that. And,
that will do a lot. Oh, one last thing I want to mention is with landing on platforms. No, landing on platforms with full hop up air, up air slash nair slash bear is good for managing, for keeping, for using Peach's vertical mobility, or actually just landing on platforms or moving forward or following opponents during combos with full hop up air is good for using Peach's strong air mobility. A mobility to be efficient. Because you don't want to land and then have to dash, right? Because her dash is really slow, but she actually moves pretty quickly in the air. So the more time we can spend following with our natural good air mobility and without having to add landing lag from auto cancels or L cancels or whatever, the less we have to do that and then start everything up again with our dash jump, the more we can just get to maximum velocity, move forward with them, the better our life is. A lot of times full hop up air falling up air is actually easier to hit on a lot of the mid-weight characters than FC up air spam. Around the 20% zone. It sounds weird.
Could say that again. So what'd you say about up air versus? Totally.
Yeah. So let me show you an Uncle Punch real quick because I think it's easier. It's easier to do it there. Let me just load this up. So we'll do training lab. We'll use training lab for this. So a common thing with Peaches I find is that for some reason we have this idea that it's easier to follow up with actually let's go to Battlefield for this. So a lot of times with Peach players, they start doing really rapid fire FC aerials in kind of
that all
and it feels good when we get them, but something I want to point out here is let's have this trajectory DI go away or actually custom. So custom, and then we'll do no DI into all away. Cool. So what'll happen here is you see how he kind of goes. It's not actually easier in my opinion to hit the follow up after the float cancel aerial compared to something like this. We can actually follow up. We can follow him really effectively by just full hopping up with him, and it gets more obvious when we go to higher percents because you see what I mean. We're in a position where we're just ready to cover things. Whereas if we do this with a float, okay, he's a little too close. We have to move him here. So this, we can probably get stuff off this. I'm just slow, but you can see what I mean. That we're in such a good position to follow up on him. But if we do the float cancel aerial here, it's actually not easy because we have to then go through our dash startup. But I don't know. Maybe you still get him. Well, actually no. I'm not comboing it. That's the problem. So I have to get the hits to true combo because he's not DIing afterwards. Okay, got it. But you can see how this is useful, right? Following him onto the platform because it allows us to do things like that. Whereas if we do this up air, that one true comboed, so he goes really far away because custom combo doesn't that's actually really hard to hit if we stay on the ground like that. How do we get there, right? But by doing it like this, we can. So all I'm getting at is that full hop up air is often better than float cancel up air for mid percent Peach combos or high percent Peach combos, just because you're able to use her good air mobility to do a lot of the work. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
Whereas if we do it like this, how do we get? I don't think we can get there. Yeah, that's all. That's the entire point.
I get it.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
I know that we're coming up on like when's the big tournament that we're preparing for? That's the Let's Make Moves.
November 1st through the 3rd.
November 1st to the 3rd. Okay. How, on a scale of 1 to 10, how are you feeling about your preparations so far? I think you've gotten a lot better, but I'm just...
I feel, obviously, like I'm coming off my best result at a local. The last 2 local I've been to, I got 7th and 4th, so that feels good, you know. I do think that I feel like I really need to get better at the Fox matchup, because I think I'm at a point where I don't even feel confident. When I play a Fox, I look at Fox the way I used to look at Marth.
Okay.
You know? And that's not good. So that's the only thing I think that I wish I was, I think that this week showed me that perhaps my work has not been in vain, and I got a good result, and a lot of the good players at my local were saying, like, you know what, I think he's next. And I was like, oh wow, little old me. The good players were asking me for games after the tournament. I was like, I always play with the O Tours. I go, what's going on here?
Damn, Mr. Popular all of a sudden.
That was funny. Also, I'm the only Peach, but that was like really funny. I was like, oh wait, guys, like I think our 3rd ranked PR players like, hey, do you want to get games? And I'm like, look, I literally looked behind me, like, did he mean someone behind me? He's like, no, I mean you. I go, oh, yeah. Play Shiki beat me really hard, but that was pretty good. And I was like, oh, thank you. So I feel good right now because, but I've been telling myself, like, I'm not going to let a good result or a good win affect, like, how I prepare. I just think that's just, like, I have to continue to work harder. So long-winded answer, I feel pretty good right now. I think we said that we want to shoot for 2-2 at Let's Make Moves. I think that we've done a lot of good work, and I just really want to get this Fox matchup. And I think that a lot of, at least some of the punish stuff that I'll get off Fox will pertain to Falcon and Falco as well.
It'll apply to everyone. That up air principle, like that up air thing that I just showed you, it applies to every character. Like, that is a big reason that's a big reason people don't get full combo damage around like 30 on, say, like Sheik, for example. Because around, like, that still happens against Sheik and Marth and, like, other characters. It just happens. Yeah. It happens sooner versus them because they don't go, like, they don't fall. Like, gravity isn't pulling them down back to the ground as much.
Against Marth, I do like full hop up air. Mm-hmm. Right. That is something that I do. So I'll either get a float up air or a down tilt into full hop up air into nair. Mm-hmm. Like, at least with Marth, that's pretty automatic, right? Yeah. Like, dash attack, full hop up air, nair. My 3-piece, whatever, I don't know how much percent was that, 35%, almost 40%, whatever. It's
like 38 or something, yeah.
Yeah, like I have that, like, on Marth, I do that, and at lower percents, I might even get 2 float up airs into a full hop up air to nair. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I have kind of. A Sheik is harder because Sheik's faster. It's harder to kind of get those openings. But again, dash attack, up air, nair, I got that. Against Spaceys, I don't and Falcon, because they just fall fast. So sometimes I think that maybe, I have never thought about this, but maybe I think that I don't have enough time to do the jump up air. So I'll try that.
Yeah, so what I would say is the big thing there, this will be kind of the thought we leave on, but the big thing there that I'd recommend is try to figure out when you're going through the practice, like when you're toggling the percents in Uncle Punch, try to figure out based on the height, not the percent, but on the height, because it's all about like how much time you have, and that's determined by like where they, the trajectory. It's not really which percent is a factor, but then Smash DI and stuff affect that, so this is why we want to use the height, and like this is why we want to use the height in like the curve of the trajectory vector. Try to get a sense for when you have enough time to up air and when you have to do the grab or dash attack, because that's really the number one thing that you have to know. Like, when do we have enough time for something for the up air to, like, while going up or low floated, and when do we have to take something faster like dash attack, down smash, grab, or float cancel nair, because that is like really the key here.
Sounds good, Coach. One more thing, and it's about scheduling. Next Monday, can we do 3 p.m. instead of 4 p.m.?
Next Monday. So not.
Not
So
me, the 28th, the next session, Monday the 28th.
there is somebody in that slot, but I will speak with him and see if that's something we can do.
I can do a different time. My physical therapist needed 4:15.
Do you want to do like
day.
6? Would you have time at like 6 or something?
I can do 6.
Yeah. If that's the case, let me see here. Monday would be the
The 28th.
28th. Yeah. Let's.
I can even do earlier, and I if you have anything.
Oh, if you have earlier is way easier. Do you have anything at how's 2 to 3?
I can do 2 to 3.
Yeah, let's just we'll do 2 to 3. Done.
Okay, perfect. Monday 2 to 3. Thank you, coach. Yeah, he's helping me with something, so he's seeing me that day extra.
Oh, that's really nice of him. Okay, yeah, no, absolutely not a problem at all. So I'll see you at 2 to 3 on Monday the 28th, and yeah, no, I want you to know, like, I will tell you this on Monday too, but like, I'm very impressed and very proud of the progress you've made. I understand it. Like, this game is hard. It never comes at the rate we want it to, but you're doing just fine, at least in my books. Yeah, no, just keep up the great work. Stay on it. You got this.
That means like really a lot to me. Thank you so much.
No problem. I'll see you in 2. If you have any questions about this stuff, hit me up. Later.
Thank you. Have a great week.
Bye.
Bye.